We had a bunch of stuff happen on Wednesday, so let's just talk about all of it next on Fantasy Baseball Today in 5. Welcome into FBT in 5. As always, make sure to follow and stream us on Spotify. Today is Thursday, July 8th. I am Frank Sample, joined by Chris Towers, and Chris Paddack was back. The bad version of Chris Paddack up against the Nationals. 2 innings, 9 hits, 9 runs. The ERA now stands at 5.40. Yet the underlying numbers, Chris, still look pretty good for Chris Paddack. Should we be looking to drop him in any leagues?
I think you can drop him in a 10-team points league with shallow rosters. And, I've got him in a 12-team roto league where I've held on to him, but I haven't started him in a while just because I haven't felt confident in it. And, the thing that's weird about this season for Chris Paddack is we've said for the last couple of seasons, man, if this guy ever figures out that third pitch, that curveball, he'd been toying with it the first 2 years. This season, he's actually throwing it 10% of the time and, 11, 12, 13% of the time in recent starts too. And he's been getting great results with it. He's got an expected WOBA and a WOBA allowed under 200 with it, a whiff rate over 50%. It's been great. Problem is the changeup's just been okay and the fastball's just been okay. And so you add it all up and you look at everything that Paddack does and it's like slightly above average strikeout rate, good control, but just decent quality of contact numbers. And he doesn't stand out anywhere, I think is the biggest thing about him at this point. And it's hard to be a very good pitcher if you don't have at least a couple of standout skills. And right now he doesn't. So I view him more as like a 40 to 45-ish pitcher. And in a shallower league, I can absolutely see myself dropping him.
Yeah, I think you keep him on the bench for now. Shallower leagues, if there's someone that you just need to have, you can make that swap, but you can't start him with any confidence right now. Yeah. Again, that is Chris Paddack. Andrew McCutchen hit another home run on Wednesday. His last 30 games, he's batting .295 with 7 homers, 25 RBI, and 3 steals. The guy is on fire. Chris, would you rather, rest of season, have Andrew McCutchen or Michael Conforto, who was just 3 for 38 since coming off the IL?
I think most people would disagree with me at this point. I know there's a lot of people frustrated with Conforto, but I would still take Conforto. My reasons being, one, his underlying numbers look a lot better than his actual numbers so far. They don't look quite as good as they did last season, but they do give me confidence that moving forward, Michael Conforto is going to be, the high OBP, pretty good power guy that he's been the last couple of years. I feel confident in that. Whereas with McCutchen, he still has trouble with with right-handed pitching. He crushes lefties, and he's been better against righties lately, but he's still not good against them overall, sub 700 OPS. So that combination of factors just gives Conforto the edge for me. Slight.
I think it's super close. I like Michael Conforto as a buy low candidate right now. Buy super low. The guy's in a contract year. He's got to be better than this. I think I would take McCutchen, though. It is super close. Clayton Kershaw, unfortunately, out of nowhere, placed on the IL with left forearm inflammation on Wednesday. The guy was pitching amazing this year. This all but ensures that David Price is going to be stretched out and used as a starter for the Los Angeles Dodgers. He's 21% rostered. Chris, would you be looking to add David Price anywhere?
I'm certainly open to it, yeah. I think in a 12-team roto league where you need pitching, consider actually even a points league because he will have that RP eligibility. I think it's worth considering. Last time we saw him as a starter, he did, he had a 4-ish ERA, like 4.25 ERA, which isn't great, but before his final 4 starts, when he was dealing with a cyst in his wrist that ultimately required surgery, he had like a 3.18 ERA with a bunch of strikeouts. So I think David Price is still a pretty good pitcher. We're seeing this season out of the bullpen, good strikeout numbers, good control, giving up a lot of hits. But even despite that, bad BABIP luck, he's got a 3.50 ERA. So I think David Price is going to be pretty good as a starter if he gets that opportunity, and I expect he will be.
Let's wrap up with the Yankees bullpen. We know that Aroldis Chapman, since the start of June, has an ERA over 14. He's been awful. The Yankees went to Chad Green in a 1-run game on Wednesday. He picks up his 3rd save of the season. He now has 2 saves in a row for the Yankees. He's 22% rostered. Chris, would you be looking to add Chad Green anywhere where you need saves?
I mean, look, everyone needs saves in a roto league. So if you're speculating on them, go add Chad Green. There's as long as you're not dropping someone you really, really like, there's no reason not to. But My expectation is if Aroldis Chapman figures it out, he's going to be the closer for the Yankees really soon. They're going to give him a chance to get things settled, get it back together. And as long as he's good, he's going to be the closer. So it's just a question of whether he can figure out. I tend to think he will. So I imagine Chad Green's short for the closer's role, but there's no harm in adding him.
For more extensive fantasy baseball coverage, listen to the Fantasy Baseball Today podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, your smart speakers, or anywhere else podcasts are found. And thanks for listening to Fantasy Baseball Today in 5. If you enjoyed the pod, please leave a 5-star review on Apple. We'll be back again tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.